Welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea, and in this channel we talk about online teaching, edtech, mindset, and business. So if any of these topics interest you, then consider subscribing. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to start teaching a language online and earn money. So if you're a language teacher and you want to start your online teaching business, this video is perfect for you. The first step when it comes to selling your services online is identifying who you want to help. Do you want to help teenagers? Do you want to help adults? Do you want to help business people? Do you want to focus on people who need a certain language to pass an exam? Do you want to focus on people who need to pass a certain exam to get a citizenship? So what is it that you want to teach and who you want to help? It's going to help you nailing down your offer, and you'll know who you're speaking to. So the first thing that you have to decide is basically who you're going to serve and how you're going to do so. Now, before we move on to the next step, I'd like to invite you to join the waitlist for my course, the Online Teacher Program. This course is perfect for any language teacher who wants to start and grow their online language teaching business by turning to online teaching and leveraging Instagram in order to get visibility and get students. So if this is something that you're interested in, then consider signing up for my course. Now, let's continue. The next tip on how you can start and grow your teaching business and start teaching online and earn money is basically knowing what you're going to post online in order to attract those students. So if you are helping people pass a C2 level exam, you are not going to post something like 5 ways of saying hello or 5 ways of saying how are you. So these are things that people at this level are not interested in. So you want to know what to post in order to gain visibility and also to show your expertise while you do so. Another thing to take into account, especially if you're trying to attract students using Instagram, is the fact that your posts have to be of high quality. So Instagram is an online platform and it's a visual platform. And I'm not saying that you should hire a graphic designer. I'm not saying that you should spend tons of money buying templates. But what I am saying is that the posts that you create should be of good quality. Then if you want to invest in a graphic designer, if you want to buy templates, you can absolutely do so. But in the meantime, when you're just starting out, I believe that Canva is a great way of doing so without spending a lot of money. If you want to know more about the mistakes that you may be making while trying to sell on Instagram, then definitely check out this video. The next step is basically knowing how to teach online, especially if you have never done so. And if you have done so, but you're still unsure, it's great to just brush up your skills and brush up your knowledge when it comes to online platforms, when it comes to the software that you're going to need, and when it comes to where you're getting your materials from. So I have a great video that talks about online tools and softwares. There are 2, so make sure to check them out. They're going to be somewhere here. Before we move on to the next tip, I'd like to invite you to download my free guide. This guide shows my 4-step process on how to start and grow your online language teaching business, even if you have no idea how to do so. So if this is something that interests you, make sure to download my free guide. Now let's move on to the next step. Now, once you know who you're going to be serving, once you know how you're going to attract them, and once you have already brushed up your skills when it comes to online teaching, you want to sell your services. And I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to do this on Instagram. The first thing is basically deciding what you're going to offer. Are you going to offer one-to-one lessons? Are you going to offer group classes? Are you going to offer an online course? Are you going to offer a blended course? Nailing down your offer and deciding what it is that you're going to sell will make the process of selling it way easier. The second thing I highly suggest doing is basically outlining at least a couple of objections that people may have when you sell the courses. So these objections can be something like, I cannot afford this, or I'm too busy, I don't think I'll have the time to do all of this, or what happens if I miss a lesson? What happens if I don't understand something? Will I have access to you? What happens if I drop the course, like in the middle of the course? What happens? So you can have like all of these objections, like all of these frequently asked questions, and knowing what they might ask you, knowing what they might say the moment you try to sell something is great, because you will more or less know what you can say to your prospects in order to reassure them that everything's going to be okay and that you are going to help them all along the way, of course, if your course offers that. And the third tip I have for you, and this is probably one of the best tips, is you have to give your prospects and basically anyone who asks for your services a good customer service. Basically, this means you will have to be patient, you will have to explain certain things over and over again, you may have to follow up with them, and you will have to be a little bit empathetic and sympathize with them as well. Because nobody likes to buy something from somebody who has treated them badly. And this is something that has happened to me when I tried to pay for online language lessons. And it was definitely something that I don't recommend online language teachers doing once they start selling their services, especially when they are just starting out. Because if that person does not buy from you at that moment, but you have given them a good customer service experience and they know somebody else might be interested in what you have to offer, then it's highly likely that they are going to recommend you. Just because you have answered all of their questions, just because you have taken the time to listen to them, and just because you have provided them with an excellent customer service. Now you know the 4-step process on how to start teaching a language online and earn money. Make sure to watch this video next while you wait for next week's video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.